I am just about to head out, putting my shoes on. I'm going to the library. I requested a book at the library and they just texted me that it's ready to be picked up. And I'm also gonna have a browse there because I haven't been there in a while. Let's pick out some music that I can listen to on the walk there. I usually go for ABBA. It's like a nice safe choice. I got my bag, let's go. I just got back from the library and I wanted to show what I got. First up, I picked up Bless Me Ultima. I have someone that I know that this is their favorite book, so I've been meaning to read this for a while. I watched recently Olmo, which is set in New Mexico, and I wanted to read more kind of Chicano literature, so I wanted to check this out. And then I always find such good books at the book sale. So I picked up Solito, which is a memoir. It's about someone who is migrating from El Salvador to the US. I know someone who just finished this and rated it very highly, so I wanted to give this a try. And then I also bought Thomas Hardy's Far from the Madding Crowd. The only other Thomas Hardy that I have read is The Mayor of Casterbridge, and I read that in high school and absolutely loved it so much, so I just wanted to give another one of his books a shot. And yeah, it's like the old school Oxford World Classics cover, which I thought was really cool. And then I just wanted to talk about the book that I just finished. I finished it this morning. It's Indiana by George Sand. This is a book that I'm reading for my personal curriculum, and I really enjoyed this. It is about Indiana, who is our main character. She is married very young to an older man. She despises her marriage, despises her life, and it's about her affair with another man and her first heartbreak. And the author, George Sand, who is actually a woman, is writing this story kind of with the hopes that women can have better marriage laws in France, because during the time that she was writing this in the early 19th century, the laws for women were not good, obviously. So she's kind of writing this in hopes that, you know, women can be more independent and have better laws that protect them. So with that kind of background in mind, I really enjoyed this and what the author is trying to do. Next up on my personal curriculum, I'm starting this today. It's another George Sand. It's Lelia, and I don't know anything about this other than it was another piece of literature and women's studies. It's just about women independence, and this was just as significant as Indiana. So I really wanted to read this and check this out. So yeah, that's the next read on my personal curriculum. And then my main book that I'm reading currently is Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stewart. I'm about a third of the way through this. It is written so beautifully, and gosh, I feel like this book is gonna stick with me. Like, I already know that. It's very devastating, very tragic, but so good. It just feels like you're reading experience, and it's so heartbreaking, but so wonderful at the same time, how well this is written. I would recommend this book. Obviously, there are many various trigger warnings that you should check out before you start this, but I would highly recommend. I think that's everything that I'm currently reading, have read, gotten in terms of books. What I want to do for the rest of the day, I really just want to read and write. I have been writing my book more recently, and that's been very exciting because I haven't really had the motivation to write my book. And so that's slowly coming back. I think it has to do with the weather. It's starting to get a little bit less hot. And when I mean that, it's like high 80s instead of low 90s. I think I can just see fall on the horizon, and that gives me great inspiration for writing my book. I just can't wait when it's fall and winter and I can put on a cute outfit and go to a cafe, not sweat, and just work. Seasons motivate me so much to do work, and summer I really do not enjoy as much. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay inside and read, and then probably work on my novel a bit. I just finished this book. I read a little bit of this last night and then I finished it off this morning. I thought it was pretty good. It is a middle grade book, so with that in mind, I think obviously the writing is not going to be like an adult novel, but I thought it was really good. I thought the beginning was a little bit slow. There is a plot twist in this book that happens at like the halfway point, and I will say after that happens, the book is much more interesting and enjoyable. The characters for me were not lovable. They irritated me a lot. There is a sequel to this. I'm not sure if I would buy the sequel, but definitely if it's on like my Libby, I might pick it up just to see what happens because the ending is a cliffhanger. It is a retelling of The Three Kingdoms, and it's just a reimagined historical fiction novel, but it's also gender swapped. So the main character, Zephyr, is a strategist, but she's a woman, which I don't think is normal. I think obviously a lot of these positions were held by men back then. So it's a very interesting take, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I feel like this is slowly going to become a readathon. I think the next two books I'm going to focus on are Lelia by George Sand and Bless Me Ultima by Rudolfo Anaya. I started this one yesterday. I read like one chapter of it, and I can tell that it's going to require a lot of attention because the book is written as a series of letters, and so it's not much dialogue. It's more internal monologue. That's kind of a beast to read sometimes just because it's one character's thoughts uninterrupted for a lot of pages. So I think I'm gonna put that aside because I really want my Friday to be fun. And I think I'm gonna start on Bless Me Ultima, the book that I got yesterday at the library. Yeah, I'm excited to start this. I'm currently writing some book recommendations for fall on Substack. Doing a little bit of research on the books that I have read but haven't read in a while, just because some of the details have been lost in my mind. So I want to make sure that what I'm writing is accurate of my memory. But yeah, I'm just writing about what classics I'm reading during autumn. I'm also making a video about it in greater detail. Then I'm also making another video and a Substack article of non-classics I recommend and what I'm reading during autumn, because I get that some people may be intimidated or don't like classics, so I want to give some different options, non-classic options that I really enjoyed reading during autumn, and then stuff on my TBR that I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, it's been fun. I'm always intimidated by writing short snippets, which is funny because like I really want to write a novel someday. That's like my main goal. But yeah, it's definitely intimidating writing and posting it. But I think like once you post your first thing, then it all becomes easier from there. And you obviously are going to make mistakes, and that's okay. Yeah, you just want to practice and get used to the idea of just publishing stuff is something that I really like to do. I really love books. I love talking about them, and I love recommending books to people. And I just think in this, you hear like this word a lot, like post-literacy age. I mean, it's true that literacy is on the decline, which is just very sad. And, you know, you want kids to read, and I definitely do want children to experience literature and books. And it's just sad that a lot of this stuff is now being like video and technology driven and not paperback and stuff that you would find in actual books. Like, it's crazy that a lot of schooling now takes place online, which I just find insane. Like, a lot of people are using Chromebooks at school, which is something that I never did as a kid. It's just like strange to think about that. And it's like kind of scary that the decline of reading and kids not being able to comprehend literature and not having the attention span to read something is very frightening. And I just want people to read more and to enjoy it. So that's why I think it's great to recommend stuff and like a wide variety of stuff so that people can find their way into reading and literature, and it's not hard. Or I don't want people to think that they aren't capable of reading. And so I think it's good to have like a wide range of recommendations. So I hope for adults around my age, I hope that is inspiring. I also really want to try and read more middle grade stuff. It's hard because it doesn't grip me as much as, you know, adult fiction does. So I really want to have a good box to draw from, good recommendations to draw from all age groups. And I recognize that I am kind of stuck in my age group. And so I'm aware of that, but I want to get better at that. So this is the first start. Doing something that I'm comfortable with, stuff that I have read, and then slowly dipping into stuff that I haven't read, and yeah, just broadening the horizon, so to speak. Work is done for today, so we're going on a nice long walk, and we're also going to pick up some Chinese food. I'm so excited. I'm not sure what I want to do tonight. I want to play Hello Kitty Island Adventure because that is a fun game that I am currently obsessed with. Maybe some knitting. I don't really want to read because I read so much today, but yeah, probably just a very nice evening in.